right before we are supposed to be dismissed. Thank you, Tracy. Okay, so gun safety. I know that a lot of you may be thinking, guns? What are you talking about? Well, a friend came to me last year and said, hey, you want to do a gun safety class? And I said, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I had an experience at the Sons of Norway Lodge a while back where I was able to do some target shooting, and I had a really good time. I'm like, sure, whatever. But what kind of reception are we going to get when we go to a gun range or some gun folks and say, hey, a bunch of blind folks would like to take a gun safety class. What's going to happen? Now, I know that there are people who are blind who have concealed carry. I know that there are people who are blind out there who have done this, but I didn't know anyone personally who done it, and I was completely expecting when I reached out to someone that I was going to get, what? Are you crazy? I don't think so. So I did a little digging, and literally the first business I found, Trouble Defense, I reached out to them. I explained that there were about 8 to 10 blind individuals who were interested in learning about firearm safety and perhaps taking a concealed carry class. And I waited, and I was like, okay. I'm preparing my defenses here. I'm preparing how to explain, that blind people have done this. I can give you names. I can give you receipts.
Receipts.
Instead, maybe about 20 minutes later, half an hour later, I got an email that said, we would be honored to teach you. And I almost fell off my chair. I was like, whoa, okay. So those folks who were so warmly receptive to our class is Trouble Defense, which is co-founded by Sheena and Dee Parker. I have Sheena up here with me now. I believe Dee is with their family elsewhere, or are they here?
Yes, you're correct.
Okay. So their family is here at the convention. So let's say welcome to Sheena and her family. Later on today, for those of you who have signed up, I know the deadline has passed. However, we can accept a couple more people, right? We can do that? So if you are interested, Jackie Bruce can handle the logistics, I hope. Sorry, Jackie, more logistics. For you to sign up, but you must pay. Okay, so if you want to do the firearm safety class on its own, that will be $30. I think it's 33 or something or other in I forget. Jackie will help you out. If you want to help us run down the zombies during a simulator, you would be the firearm safety class and the zombies, so that will bring you up another $20. Okay? And it's Halloween, so we know the zombies are going to be out and about, so we would love for you to join us and help us get them. And you will get audio feedback if you are successful, and audio feedback if you are not. So, beware the zombies. Okay, so firearm safety. Many of you may know in the room that Virginia is an open carry state. So if you just stroll around with your gun so everybody can see that you have one, that's cool. Okay, but if you want to conceal carry, you need to take training. You need to be trained and take a class. Part of the training of the concealed carry class is the part that will be taught today. It's a subsection of that class, which is firearm safety. How do you safely handle a gun? How do you safely store a gun in your home? What are the things that you have to think about? What if you come across a gun somewhere? What does a gun look like if you've never held one? How does it operate? So those are the things that we're going to discuss today. And I will tell you that I have been on the range a number of times since taking the class. Trouble Defense also has a women-only group called BABE, Be Aware, Be Elegant. Situational awareness is the first part of self-defense, regardless of whether you carry or not. And it is just a lot of fun. It is very empowering. And I would recommend that if you are interested, even if you do not live in Northern Virginia, reach out to Trouble Defense, because they are working hard to get some support in bringing their class into a much wider base. So if you're interested, let them know, because if they can show that they have the interest, then they're more likely to get that support. So Sheena, what would you like to share?
Hello everyone, I'm Sheena, sometimes known as, Hi everyone, I'm Sheena, sometimes known as Mrs. Trouble. Here's the name of the company, Trouble Defense. So I'm Mrs. Trouble, my husband is Mr. Trouble. And so it's actually a little play on words, because I wouldn't say that we're trouble, but just people perceive us as trouble. So we try to welcome that energy so we can kind of revert it to positivity. So when it comes to firearms, so many people are very fearful of them. And with the platform that we have, we do a lot of work in helping people conquer that fear. If you're interested in even approaching it or trying to navigate through it, we do our best to make sure that you leave out feeling confident and feeling comfortable being even in the same room as a gun, let alone touching it or shooting it. So today, what we're going to really focus on is just making sure you guys have a good hands-on understanding of how you can use the firearm. We understand that, far distance shooting may not be something in your thought process, but maybe up close. Self-defense is important no matter what form of self-defense you choose to go with. We recommend all forms of self-defense. So there are many ways of defending yourself. Firearms just happens to be the one thing that we specialize in. Given my husband's background in the military, he trained me and helped me understand about firearm use. I actually never even thought about guns until he actually invited me to come to the range with him and shared his passion and love with them. And with me being the early child care provider and a woman advocate, so child and women advocate, we kind of collabed the two ideas and decided to provide safety training to families, because everybody wants to protect their family. So the thought process is there, and that's why I have the faith group that comes out monthly, and we support and empower women as well. So I hope to see you guys soon.
Okay, Tracy, are we out of time, or can we accept one or two questions? Okay, we're out of time. All right, so target has been reached. Lunch is soon to be had.